What happens if you get a flat tire in your brand new GR86 or BRZ? Well, you are kind of screwed because they do not come with a spare tire. So welcome back to the BTR Garage, everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put together a spare tire kit for your new generation GR86 or BRZ. As I mentioned, these new generation cars do not come with a physical spare tire. All you get is a cheap little fix-a-flat kit that's good for maybe one puncture from a nail or a screw. If you have a total blowout on one of your tires, the fix-a-flat kit isn't going to repair that, and yeah, you're kind of screwed. You're gonna have to call AAA or your insurance to get a tow, or have someone bring out a spare tire to you. So for those of you that are doing road trips or traveling to racetracks on a regular basis like I am, having an actual spare tire in the car is a great peace of mind when you're on those trips and you don't want to encounter a situation where you do have to call AAA or insurance or a tow and wait all of that time just to get your car fixed. I've already had a puncture in one of my tires. I picked up a nail leaving a track day just recently. Fortunately, I was able to use the fix-a-flat kit that came with the car, but like I said, it's a one-time use, and after that, you have to have an alternative or something else to repair your tires while on the road. So I've got a bunch of stuff lined out on the bench here. We're gonna show you what I'm using to have a bit of peace of mind when we're out on the road in case we do get a flat or we do pick up a nail or a screw in the tire. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm using an OEM wheel and tire, actually from the previous generation FRS or BRZ. I was able to pick up a wheel pretty cheap on eBay. It included a tire, but it was several years old and not very great of shape, so I ordered a new donut, or actually had a new donut tire installed at a local tire shop. So we got a brand new tire, a good wheel that we can use in case we have a total blowout on the car. In order to keep that thing in place in the trunk, we have this little tie down bolt. This is an OEM parts. This is the one that we'll use to actually tie the wheel down in the trunk like that. And then you have an OEM piece that comes with this, a little retainer. I forgot to order that, so I actually just crafted one from a little piece of metal. But the way that works is just like this, and we'll show you in a little bit obviously how it goes. But just like it is with the OEM bracket, it kind of goes like that. And then that's how it's held in place in the trunk. I also like to keep a tire repair kit in the car. I actually keep these in all of my cars. This is so you can quickly and easily repair a puncture from a nail or a screw and keep moving on your OEM wheel and tire. I also keep a can of Fix-a-Flat to help seal those punctures from a nail or a screw if we need to use that as well. And then if we do need to use the full spare tire, I got a jack that I actually bought, and this fits pretty well in the OEM foam in the back of the car. I'll show you in a minute. But what I like about this little scissor jack is it actually comes with its own ratcheting wrench that you can use to jack it up versus using the wheel wrench that comes with the car. So with that stuff, we've got pretty good coverage. If we were to have a puncture or a total blowout, we've got Fix-a-Flat, tire repair kit, and the full-size spare in the event we do need to replace a wheel on the road. So we'll go take a look at the GR86. It still has the OEM stuff in there from the factory. Obviously, I've taken out the carpet and the cover for the trunk, but this is what our OEM kit looks like on the new cars. In place of the spare tire, we have this giant foam piece that just sits in here, and we have our tire pump, which is what we'll use with the Fix-a-Flat, which as you can see is non-existent. It usually is sitting right here, a can of the Fix-a-Flat, but we use that along with the tire pump here to repair a flat tire in place of the actual spare. So what we're gonna do is take all of this stuff out because we're not gonna use it. Actually, I'll leave my first aid kit in there and I'll leave the tire pump in there. We're gonna grab our stuff from the bench, put it in the car, and then show you the new setup with everything in there. With everything in there, we are now set up for pretty much any tire incident that we can possibly have, from fixing small punctures with a Fix-a-Flat or the tire repair kit, or having to replace the entire wheel itself with the spare. We are good and everything fits in there just fine. The only thing that doesn't fit perfect is the jack over here. It does fit the OEM spots in the foam here. However, this one sticks up a little bit higher. Kind of see how it's about an inch or so higher. So what happens is the carpet on this side just kind of slopes up in the corner. Not a huge deal. Other than that, everything fits just like OEM setup. And one additional thing that I do is I keep a towel on the inside of the rim there underneath the Fix-A-Flat, the repair kit, etc., just so that stuff doesn't rattle around on the metal of the rim. But basically it looks just like that when it's all in place. So there we go, we're gonna wrap this one up. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope the video was helpful. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that down below. Hit that subscribe button. Click your notifications if you want to keep up to date with any content that we're putting out on the channel. And like always, if you have any thoughts, comments, or questions, do leave those down below as well. I hope to see you in the next video and stay safe out there. I am checking out. We'll talk to you all next time.